demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. Breeze now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Terrell Suggs in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, fourth and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's third down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. but it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demario Davis in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A.J. Klein with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw is Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the 1st down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They'll get a couple yards on that one. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Touchdown, Ravens! And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here we go with Kamara, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He may try and run for this, and he'll get nothing out of that one. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back.
Easy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Play action, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now a toss coming right side. It's Collins, and he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the return man, Chris Moore. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to wind up at, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Alex Okafor in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Michael Crabtree, 26 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
And Always takes off with it. It's a fake. And this is caught in the middle of the field. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? You ready?
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Breeze now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready? You ready?
Now Breeze got to have this one. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. timeouts now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go play action with Jackson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Klein in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. Finding room to the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set! 319! 319!
Now Jackson going to throw again. Now he'll escape to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Crabtree the target on that one. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.